All right, here we go. Let's kick things off, replacing molten cheese with blood. Not a vampire, not excited about that. Let's get this world going, guys. We are off, and yes, as expected, today is rainy, wet, and windy outside. I woke up to the sound of screaming wind. It seems to come in just periods, though. I don't know what the deal is, but not a real pleasant one. So, the plan for myself is we're definitely going to get this video up and out there for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. I hope we discover our biome. Let's run through the list here. We failed to find a second woodland mansion. Just ignorance on my part. I thought maybe if we open that map for the first time, we would get the closest woodland mansion, but we didn't. We got a fully completed map instead. We're going to have to wait here for a second for this to all fill in as it does. So we've gone here. Let's pull this up briefly while we're here. We've gone about 10,000 blocks in the. Oh, I covered it up. Oh, here it is. So on the Z, we're about negative 36,000. Our new base is at about negative 23. So we've actually gone about 13,000 blocks-ish, ballpark, and close to 1,000 here. So we'll eventually work our way back, but at the end of the last episode, we kind of landed for a night right on the edge of a mesa, and we discovered this little area, and we wanted to spend a bit of time exploring here. For one thing, we've got, it looks like maybe another village even. We've got a village over here, which would certainly be close enough. We could do a raid and then get Hero the Village. Come back and get Voluntary Exile again for how do we get here. I don't know why. I've been wide awake and ready to go, and as soon as I start talking, get the yawns. But we'll deal with that. So what we're kind of wanting to spend just a little bit of time doing is, one, checking out these mines a little bit, just see if there's any top tier goodies. Maybe grab some gold while we're here, since we haven't had a lot of time. I don't know. Sorry, I'm opening stuff here. Oh yeah, that's right. I started this morning with my laptop opening from a restarted. We'd really like to install Windows 11 for you, and I said I would prefer not to install Windows 11 because that is unnecessary. All right, so Mesa. Sorry, I was pulling up this thing. Mesa with Pillager and Village. Now, did we really? Sorry. Negative 962 and negative 36,250. All right, we've got this noted in case it does become relevant, or if we just want to come back to pull down. We could, do an erase of all of this hill to grab all the various netherite. Oh man, terracotta blocks. So I think real quick, let's switch back to the wings. We'd been on foot, but we want to check this water, and we want to check this water. don't even have any coffee with me. I just got some water here. Again, didn't know this was going to be a deal. All right. Wings. We'll talk as we go. So, yeah, I didn't have any of my coordinate files or listings up. I don't remember which direction we'd come from, really. We don't want to get lost here. We got a little broken thing, too. Portal. That's what those things are. Okay, let's try to catch up on some of these thoughts. So, the laptop had restarted. Windows wanted me to go to 11. I said no, because busy day today, and I don't want any associated headaches. I don't know. I haven't looked at or read anything so far. It's just been a, hey, we'd like to have you do this. It's kind of like the upgraded launcher for Minecraft, and it feels very similar. It's like I did the little like readme on, hey, this is free and we'd like you to update it. It's only 4 gigs, but oh, by the way, here's all the stuff that doesn't work anymore if you do. And like for the first time, it's just oddly not, here's all the awesome stuff that you're going to be able to do. Here's all the stuff that won't work anymore. That seems scary, because if all the stuff that they're telling me about that won't work doesn't go, then what about all the stuff they're not telling me about that's going to break too? You know? Okay, so our little mountain is that way. This should be on the edge of the village there. And I think we had wider water out this way. And the only reason we're really, a few reasons we're spending a lot of time on this. For one thing, this is kind of our next most important need. That would be great red sand. I don't know, we were looking for sand for sandstone. Think of all we could have had here. Okay, so there's the jungle that we were coming in over. Again, I apologize. I'm just kind of all over the place. So much is happening. It's tough when you're flying and trying not to get lost to keep your focus here. Because it's kind of like, all right, you're going, and then you turn, and that's a new thought. Come on, load in, you little hole. Again, our little thing. Pillagers should be right there. Now we get half a tower. Alright, I think we need to go into coordinates mode. And kind of go back along this way. So one of the things we were trying to get out, and again, for anybody who hasn't watched, sorry, this has been a kind of thrown into it episode, but we are working on the last 2 of our advancements. Beginning to work towards one, and trying to complete the second to last for us, and that is we need to get Adventure Time. Again, Adventure Time tracks all of the various biomes in the game. Come on. I know we had seen one, and so we've been hunting for biomes, but the one that we will be working on last is How Did We Get Here? One that requires you to have all of the game effects applied to your character at the exact same time. Those effects are generated from potions or beacons or foods, all kinds of different ways that they come, but two that are not applied through potions or anything that we can get to are mining fatigue, which comes from creatures in the temple that I'm looking for right now in these oceans, and also oh man, dolphin's grace, which shockingly comes from a dolphin. So we need an environment because there's two others. There's hero of the village. This is so annoying. And voluntary exile. Voluntary exile is an effect you get when you kill pillagers that live in that tower over there, the brown wooden one. If you kill their leader, you will get voluntary exile. If you have voluntary exile, which is a long-lasting effect, it will then come back to trigger a raid if you enter a village at the time of, or while that effect is still active. And if you defeat that raid, you get hero of the village, and then you can get it again and have both effects simultaneously. And the voluntary exile one is dozens of minutes. It's designed to be long lasting, and this is the first time this has really felt tedious. I guess since we're looking for stuff, but come on, we've been here. Why is it so awful to try to load all this? So here in the village, I think, is 15 minutes. Once you've defended it, the villagers love you. You get the status effect that gets you great trading and all that. We don't care too much about that down here. What we do care about, though, is being in a space where we can get voluntary exile, defeat a raid, get hero of the village, have that, and then get voluntary exile again without having to travel a long way. And once we have voluntary exile and hero at the same time, that hero of the village, I believe, lasts 15 minutes. So it's kind of a countdown at that point. But I'm not seeing anything close enough here that really says, "Yep, this is our spot." And what I'm looking for are for the little guardians to be popping out. I think we covered all of this. And it's the elder guardians that we really care about. They're the ones that give the mining fatigue status effect. And the whole reason we started all this is I really thought we had one pretty close that we'd flown over, and now this is not too far, but kind of opposite direction, too, from where we would really plan to head. And of course, when you start looking for something, can't find it at all. Um, this doesn't hurt us either. Really, I know we've been very disjointed, but let's go back to the other point that we're working on today, which is we want to continue to discover that last biome or stumble upon it if we can, and that is either a mushroom island or ice spikes. We're not sure which of the two we're still missing. Drowned in the coral. Lots of caves and stuff. We're kind of getting the visual glitchy stuff that for lots of folks is feels a little cheaty. That a broken ship, I guess? Uh, 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 uh. Whole lot of nothing. Come on, game. Nope. Don't dive while the rocket's still going. And this is the part here that's so frustrating, is that the game doesn't keep up enough, so we're always just looking at white. Underneath us, the chunks are loading. You see it's warm motion. We're not in waiting for chunks at this point. But if you get up with enough elevation to use your rockets in a kind of conservative way, you can't see what you're looking at. It's a little bit of a drag. But we have had big ocean here so far. And we still wouldn't be completely out of range if we were to get a temple. But I'd rather find the island. Just get that good. Also, kind of, as long as I'm nitpicking stuff. Apparently, that's cool. A little dock off a village. As long as I'm kind of talking about wishes and things that will likely never happen in the game, it would be cool because everybody uses this for doing this stuff, using the debug screen, flying around, looking at biomes and all that kind of stuff. It would be really nice if they put in a output here somewhere that says how many chunks you're trying to load for render. They go very much hand in hand. They affect the performance. It would seem like info to be displayed, but I don't think there's anything that's telling me that, unless it's that on the fourth line down, that D16. I think we're sitting at 16 chunk render distance, but don't know that for sure. And of course, a little bit of this becomes the question of, have we now gone in the big circle? We've wasted a whole day, a bunch of rockets, some wings health. That it? No, I think that was just coral. Well, that's a bummer. I think our little exploration project and plan here is kind of coming down to an end. We'll check our gear. I think the wings may have gotten a little bit nicked up there through all the just circling. Alright. They're getting low. So, I think we'll do... Let's keep them in our inventory. So we do kind of want to get back or be ready to go back. But here's what I'm thinking. Let's so our coordinates there are negative 2187 and negative 33412, right? We want to pulling this up. Let's actually show you guys. Boom. Okay, here's our coordinates, right? Yeah, you guys are seeing this. So, Mushroom Island. This is the one that we discovered previously. And as you can see, we are at negative 2187. We are 16,000 blocks away, but we are also kind of 10,000 blocks off from here. So I think we'll try to do a diagonal over air flight, right? Kind of high speed where we're going up high enough we're not just constantly reloading, and we're going to go all the way to 22,000. The reason is that our base is then going to just be the 10,000 or so back. We're basically here. This is just off about 500 blocks or so. So we're pretty close there, and we'll be heading back in a line. So we're gonna while we're flying here, let's get rid of this. So our goal, let me write this down so we have it, is 14,473 and basically straight north of our base. 22,226 and get rid of that now. Boom. This back up. Pick this up. So we're kind of done here. We jotted the coordinates down. We can come back and explore more if we want to, but I would really like to either know we got to find ice spikes or know that we have closed out this advancement. So we're going to fly direct. And to do that, that was what I wanted. We want this. Both of these going positive. Well, no, both going positive, right? Um, so we are. Is that right? Yes. So we want to go southeast. And this time we're going to sit at in the 300-ish range. That should give us biomes listing, but we're gonna kind of outpace them. And the real part here is just making sure our wings and our rockets hold out. But it's when we start. We're still going up. There we go. When we start this kind of direct focus where a lot more efficient with our use of durability and everything. See, that's what we use one rocket and we go from basically 230 to 330, and when we're getting taking off, we use like 5 and get up to about 125 and start falling again. Very confusing. Ocean. Oh, I got pulled up too much, or too little. Birch forest. See how that sound is delayed too? Trying to kind of check our speed by shooting back up a few times in the hopes that there we got ocean, that the chunks will kind of catch up a little bit. So we can actually see what we're flying over. And some of this may be a little bit repetitive too. Because remember, we'd made that diagonal flight back and forth, so... Oh, we got some sparse jungle there. Some river. And I'm wondering in some of these if we're just going back, and this may just be a confirmation flight at this point, because if we're retracing the steps from that original flight and we've marked off this biome, that's kind of telling me that maybe we found this in that flight. Why are you going up so much? What just happened? Did I just backtrack? Alright, those are still going up. These are going down. South and east, right? That was what we were... Yeah. And yeah, we went way up now, but... Got about 5.5 left on the Z, and just under 10 on the X. Alright, halfway over 0 on the X, and 5 left on the Z. 6. Actually, 6 coming up here. Alright, about 4 and 4 now. He's getting there, so we'll come back to east just a bit more. Sorry, back to south just a bit more. Spoke there. Well, guys, I apologize for spending so much of this as like unvisual flying. If anybody's listening, hey, props to you again. We will get to this point, set down, and kind of regroup our stuff. So about 3,000 on each. Still holding pretty well. Oh, come on, game. This is where it gets scary. When will those rockets count? Okay, there's one. Since I said this is when it gets scary, I haven't touched a rocket. But we're shooting upward now, so all those rockets got applied late. And more. Probably go shooting right on by now. 11, 12. $14.4 and 22.2. So I think we need to keep cheating a little bit to the south here. Although it's pretty even. Let's check our speed. $22, got about 6 more there. Snowy Plains. Maybe we're going to get both of these? Okay, I see some ocean. Whoo! Oh, that's icebergs. Okay. We need a little bit of loading in time here because mountains. All right, we are right there. So now the question is, was this just a tiny little patch of island? Yep, there it is. All right, so oh, there was a cow. Look at all this. Did we ever know that it was this big? I thought we'd kind of just come across a single deal. All right, well, now we know. Let's sleep here. No mobs in mushroom fields, which is nice. All right. Take a little nap. Whew. Let's get that out of our... Oh, I can't do it while we're sleeping. Pick up our bed. Okay. Goodness gracious. So we've got this one. We need ice spikes is our last remaining challenge, as far as I can tell. If we find ice spikes, we're going to be in big trouble. And those would be land ice spikes, glaciers, whatever they are, just deep frozen ocean pretty consistently. So here's, again, what we've kind of been working at. We need one more biome, and it's just by process of elimination that I'm saying that that's we're at. Guess since we've done this once already, I think it's on here. Oh, I updated. Yeah, so we definitely know we've got that one. Oh, we were flying over a bunch of this stuff too. I guess, it could be jagged peaks. We'd left that one. We'll get these two right here, I think, deep frozen and deep cold. So let's go grab those for sure. And warm ocean, there's a deep lukewarm, but I think the coral stuff that we were flying over looking for the temple was all warm as well. So let's call that one good. And if we can eliminate these two right here, then we absolutely know that we're down to, I guess, just these two. Although I kind of think we'd made it to jagged peaks, but that's certainly a possibility. So let's save our update there. Let's get this off the screen for you guys so we don't make that mistake. And then, I guess, good news is we've still got about a full set of wings. So, I apologize. So this is frozen ocean, deep frozen ocean. And what was the other one? Deep cold, I think was the other. You'd think those would go kind of cold ocean, but no deep cold. Deep frozen, cold, cold, deep frozen, frozen, cold, deep cold. All right, good. Got all those. Now, we want, I guess, a little bit of straight west. Is that right? Pretty much, right? We want to sit at 22. And we've only got about the 14K to get back going west. So we'll maybe, until we're forced to switch wings, We'll kind of keep it low and loading. And hope for some mountains. All this snowy stuff is nice, and we can kind of explore around here. It's just more perilous flying to do it, but I don't know if jagged peaks are going to be only found in conjunction with snowy or stony peaks. And same goes with ice spikes. Do they have more likelihood of generating in conjunction or connected to other wintry biomes? Seems plausible enough that it's worth kind of exploring these edges a little bit, right? Oh, what's this? Snowy plains. Ice spikes. Hey! We got it. Woohoo! Well, anybody that stuck their way through, you guys are awesome. 10 minutes left in the episode, so let's check this out. It's a little dangerous for flying. Ice spikes did exist in prior versions as well. It at least in this, it has more of a work over it. It looks more just like frozen trees. Whereas previously there was a lot more snow, and it was kind of looked more like icebergs on land a little bit. Oh, this is awesome. All right, well, here's our ice spikes. We got it. And that is kind of amazing. Oh. Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Enough messing around. We need that back on, and we need to be headed west now, I believe. Because now we're just going to stay right at this 22 mark and get back down to close to 0. And call it good. So that's 14K. I'll look more, not with you guys, on that notepad and see if, whoa, we're only at, get up, rockets. Come on. Once again, we're getting up near the hour and we're going to run out of time and the laptop's going to start just chewing. Anytime we fly for a full episode, things get a little dicey. It's just because, more and more system resources haven't released or refreshed. Once you close out the app, that pretty much takes care of it. If you're ever really concerned, go ahead and reboot. But with all this Windows 11 nonsense, we get that going. So it is a windy, sort of wintry-ish day here for me. And I'm actually going to be spending a lot of time on the computer today. Today is the day I'm going to do some more pre-recorded episodes for the holiday break. holiday break, my holiday travel, and I don't strongly recommend for anybody listening at this point. We just got the advancement, so maybe you jumped ahead to about the 50-minute mark. I noted that. If you did, welcome, and hope you enjoyed getting those ice spikes. So we will be kind of continuing this world, but on hold or on as I can throughout my holiday travel and visiting. And what I mean by that is I don't want to pre-record a bunch of episodes and try to keep day-to-day stuff right now current while also stacking up episodes, right? It very quickly gets out of sync, and I don't want to do that while I'm here and it's normal just December time. I want to share as much as I can with you guys. So I'm continuing these one a day up until I depart for travel. At that point, I will have pre-recorded one video a day for the length of my trip through Christmas and everything. But while I'm also doing that, I will hope to get some more videos in the tank while I'm out there. I'll have to, check that internet for loading time and all that, how it works, what the quality is and all that. But we'll give it a try and see if I can get some. I don't know that they'll all be an hour, but some of you guys like shorter content anyway. The pre-recorded ones will just be scheduled and loaded on YouTube from here. So those should all be the standard hour-long, some different games. I've got some fun ideas, I hope, and hope you'll enjoy those. And then we will see. And I'd strongly recommend the watching on Twitter or hitting subscribe so that you'll know if I get more episodes of This World loaded while we're out there. And it may just, maybe a drop in a quick little tour around something, or, instead of going to the old base and back and loading stuff, we may do a one-way trip, that kind of stuff. We'll see. See what happens there. It's all good. No matter what way we go. Come on. Oh, this is so aggravating. About halfway, well, more than halfway back now. So yeah, that's the plan. We're going to try to get back here and park it. We got about 4 minutes left. This is just super dump rockets. You can see the little plus signs there as the rockets fire. At least we got some altitude back up. Yeah. So another week's worth of episodes coming more or less live. Then the pre-recordeds with occasional check-in hello lives from This World as we go, as I get a chance. No promises or guarantees. I don't know, it all may may not be too feasible based on just time with family and what we're doing, what the internet scene is like and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll certainly give it the old college try, if you will. And while we're wrapping up here, because I think we're going to land and turn it off, I want to say thanks to everybody that did tune in. I can't imagine a lot of folks stayed glued to this. I would have gladly not stayed glued to all of this content as I was hunting around for it. But hey, it's glad we got it. I will put a comment in and mention in the description that second to last achievement or advancement was around 50 minutes into the video. If that helps you guys jump forward a little bit. We're now getting to the point where at any point we could suddenly see our little cartography tower. Ooh. What do we got here? Anything familiar? There's a little patch of snow. Is this our stony shore? Hello? Okay, there we go. Wait, which village is? There's my... Oh, okay, we're this way. There we go. All right. Well, as I said, thank you all so much for tuning in. Awesome stuff. We got our second to the last advancement. Let's take one quick look here. I've already got the screen loaded. So there it is. Adventuring time. We are at 50 of 50, discovering every biome. And for anybody that wants to look here, I at one point was asking how many advancements are there. I think there's like 95, 96 in Java. So feel free to count all these up. But I think the only one we are missing is the hidden how did we get here at this point. So again, new year. We'll come back after everything I just described, kind of work on that. So the next few days, we will kind of just be partying, whooping it up, maybe gathering some resources for our village type expansion here. We may go back to the original base and do some of those outbuildings, some of the project stuff that we got in the book. I'm not going to pull all that out. In fact, I'm going to save the game right here and get up this thank you screen while it's shutting down. You guys are absolutely awesome. Have a good day. If it's windy out where you're at, I guess this is going like across the country today. And it should be moving fast with the wind. Stay battened down. But take care of yourselves. And remember, if you're... Wow, hiccups now. If you're cooped up indoors, take some time to get up, move around a little bit, even if it's inside. Keep that blood pumping and flowing. And we'll be back with more soon. And know that I will be racking up a bunch more videos for you guys to enjoy through the holiday season. Take care. Have a blast. And we'll see you next time. Bye now.